you to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt rings.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.
Oscar Bevis for IFL TV. Delighted to be joined by a man I haven't seen in a long time, Mr. Samuel Antwi. Mate, it's very good to see you. How's things?
It's been some years, Oscar, man. It's been some years, but everything's going good. Everything's going good. How are you?
I'm good, mate. I'm good, and looking forward to Friday night, of course. A chance for you to complete the domestic set, Southern area, English, and now British pending. It's never been the easy way either. I was looking at this earlier. Jez Smith was the Southern area. The English was Darren Tetley and Connor Walker, and now Mason Cartwright for the British. Does it make it a bit more special when you do things against fighters who people respect and are deserving of their opportunity and are in tough fights?
Definitely. We was just saying earlier that we've crammed in a lot of experience into 18 fights. You know, we've had 18 pro fights. It's my second 12-rounder. We've gone 10 a few times. You know, so we've crammed in a lot of experience in that short space of time. So it does make it just that bit more special.
Obviously, it's a journey that's had ups and downs, like most boxers' journeys. I'll say from the last time I saw you, when you were calling out for names and trying to get that opportunity, how do you kind of feel the last few years have gone? Because it has been a bit of a whirlwind, but of course there's been massive successful moments as well. Yeah,
exactly. I was saying earlier, those call outs, I'll never get anything back. You know, nothing ever came from them. So, but we were going smooth. It's been going smooth. We've been taking the traditional route, and I think it's been going well. We're just here to complete the trilogy now, and come away and the new super welterweight British champion.
Yeah. And Mason, obviously best known, I guess, for his defeat to Troy Williamson, but albeit a exciting defeat and a very brave defeat as well. Do you kind of look at that and think that's similar to what he's going to be bringing in the ring on Friday night, aggressiveness and entertainment?
Yeah, sure. Everything I've heard from him is he's a very tough competitor. I know he's going to be here for a fight. I don't watch the fights because he's not going to prepare for Troy the same way he's going to prepare for me.
So you watch nothing of your opponent at all?
No, I don't watch my opponents just because everyone's different, you know. So I always like to make my adjustments in the ring, and I find that when I don't watch my opponents, I go in there and I do what I want to do rather than waiting on what they're going to do, which could come and which couldn't, you know. So I'm more about adjusting in the ring.
Yeah. Obviously up at super welter now, you've had a couple of fights, but this is like your real super welter test, I guess, at 154. Just walking around feeling better.
Yeah.
Not hungry.
It's been a breeze. It's been a breeze to make this weight, to be honest. Closer to my walk around weight. It's far less struggle to make this weight. So it's good. I mean, welterweight is not ruled out because in welterweight it wasn't a crazy struggle either. But I'm comfortable here. If there's opportunities at welterweight, then the opportunities I might take. If there's opportunities, if it stays here at 154, then I'll stay here at 154.
Well, there'll definitely be opportunities and doors opened if you're the man that'll have the target on his back with the British title. Do you take much? I'm trying to think of how to word it. When you look at your British title defeat to Echo, are you using a lot of that as motivation because it was a different weight, a different fighter, a different you? But are you still using little bits of that defeat to Echo kind of going into Friday?
Yeah, I think it's just the feel of defeat and knowing that I could have done more as well. That's going to spur me on quite a bit. I feel like I could have gone, I said it to everyone that asked, I feel like I could have gone 4 more rounds, you know, in there. I felt like I was holding myself back because of that element of the unknown, not knowing if I can do 12 rounds and fit, even though I've done, you know, 10-round ruling battles before, but the 12 rounder is you know, still the element of unknown. But this time we know that we can go there, and this time we know we're fit. So we're going to be putting our foot on the gas and going for that stoppage.
So there's no way this belt doesn't come home with you?
No way. There's no version of the future at all where I'm not British champion.
You to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt rings.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.